with that, you should guess to something which has been the biggest question so far. And since we are already halfway through the tournament, it's very important we throw some light as to who's going to be our top four, who we think is going to qualify in the playoff, and who better than the three of you to give me the answer. I'm going to write that down, note it down, and take it out by the end of this season to figure out who won this battle. So please
Can
be
we
very
add?
careful when you choose your top
Can we
four.
add to that, Ridhima? While along with the top four, I would suggest each of us, all four of us, give our IPL teams the 11 that we will choose at this point, middle of the tournament. 7 Indians, 4 foreigners, and let our viewers, anyone who's watching this broadcast, give their teams also. We will flash them on Sports Today. So Ridhima Pathak, Pragyan Ojha, Rajarshi Gupta, Boria Majumdar, we will give our individual 11s also along with our top four. Let's have this because it's quite interesting to select from what? 200 players, the top 11, and one spot is given. And that spot on behalf of Sports Today, Pragyan Ojha is coach.
Boryada, this is like you have bowled a flipper, showing as a googly bowled a flipper to me now. So are we going with the team or how?
Let's go both. Our top four and the team. So you go first or Ridhima goes first. But Ridhima also has to give. She can't play host here. So her 11 plus the top four teams. I think Pragyan's internet is acting up a little bit.
All right, then you go for it, Boreda. Because all of us are going to say we agree with Boreda.
No. Let comrade go for it first. Let the man in red go for it first.
All right. Let the man in red go for it. Top four and your fantasy 11.
Look, I think Mumbai, Delhi Capitals, and Rajasthan, Royal Challengers Bangalore. I'll be very, very surprised if either of these teams don't, any of these teams don't go through. It will be a tricky call between the Knight Riders, Sunrisers Hyderabad, and for Chennai Super Kings, it was a sensational act last night. But then to see that they are still at sixth, and to see that they're going to they need to at least win at least 5 or 4 of the remainder 6 games. So it is going to be a tough ask, because if you look at the top 4, they're so well balanced. I'm going to go with the Knight Riders in that sense, because then you're banking on Russell to come back to form. Russell has to deliver big, and that Sunil Narayan impact has to be big, because KKR have also been bogged down by those two, and Sunil Narayan's the concerns around Sunil Narayan. So for me, the final top 4 would be DC, and I'm going by points table, so you can hold me accountable later. DC finishing finishing number 1, Mumbai Indians, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Kolkata Knight Riders.
All right, so these are anyway the top 4 right now.
These are anyway the
top 4.
So
it is MIDC, RCB, and KKR. All right. What about you, Pragyan? Your top
4? For me, it will be definitely first 3. Nobody has any doubt about it. First 3 will be like Mumbai, Delhi, and RCB. And for number 4, I see Rajasthan and KKR. Unless somebody does really bad, I think these 2 teams. I would have said Hyderabad, but there is a lot of concern with Hyderabad's lineup, like we spoke yesterday. I would say RR and KKR. These 2 teams have got better chances.
All right. So you're also counting on RR to come from behind. What about you, Boreda?
Yeah, I tend to agree, because yesterday night I told you those 2 teams, whoever won, there were so many problems. If I look at KKR can address the problems. There are problems, but KKR can address the problems. So can Rajasthan. Because Rajasthan, with their 4 foreigners back, they have addressed their problems. So I actually will go with Pragyan here. 1, 2, 3. My 1, 2 will be Mumbai, Delhi, so they will have 1 additional game. So maybe, but I will also say Delhi can go back because of the lack of balance now with Pant out for a week. So if they lose 1, RCB can pip them and make that number 2 spot. So Mumbai, RCB 1, 2. If Rishabh Pant takes more than a week, at this point it's a grade 1 tear. So that's the news point. Grade 1 tear out for a week is Rishabh Pant. Okay, but if that takes more time, then Mumbai, RCB, Delhi, and that 4th position is if KKR can fix it. 1 out of 10 matches for Dinesh Karthik won't cut the ice. So for God's sake, don't ruin my pujo. Let me have my Mishti Doi and do some good job, KKR.
Okay, that's the top 4 given by you guys. Let's tell you what I think is are going to be the 4 teams to make it. MI, DC, instead of KKR, I would, out of sheer emotion, go for CSK.
Good on
I
you.
would want them to, yeah, for the sake of, I mean, for the sheer emotion of it, for them to play, and I feel that they should be making that push, and CSK should be coming in the top four, and of course, MIDC, RCB, and CSK is my top four. But
Okay.
here's hoping.
And
Here's
and and
hoping.
and if this happens, then I'm going to write to Kashi Vishwanathan saying the one interview that Mahendra Singh Dhoni has to give has to be to Sports Today and Ridhima Patel. Done.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Now this has totally made my day. I really hope CSK makes it. I hope all of you are commenting yes, CSK chance to the playoffs, CSK chance to the playoffs. Please support me. मेरे लिए दुआ करना. All right, with that, we're gonna come down to our fantasy 11 of the 11 teams. So of the 8 teams. So let's go for it. Pragyan, would you like to take this shot, or should we
You're talking about that
directly?
the
Your
best
11.
11.
Yeah, best
Best
Yeah.
11.
11. No, I'll go last. I'll go with Boria first, please.
See,
Well,
I will go
इंजीनियरिंग
with
में हमारे
my
साथ ये होता था वाइवा. तो वाइवा में भी used to dodge questions. नहीं आप उनसे पूछ लो, आप उनसे पूछ लो. This is what is happening
No,
right now.
no,
नहीं देखो
this is not dodging. This is. I've got a superb 11. I want to see what Boria
अच्छा.
does because I want to see his team and Rajesh
So he's like the
Rida.
topper of the class. He's like
यार
the
Right.
देखो,
topper of the class.
पॉइंट ये है, मैं स्कूल में ना मैं अच्छा स्टूडेंट था, मैं डिनाई नहीं करूंगा, और एग्जाम हो जाने के बाद मैं चिट लिख के भेजता भी था. ये प्रज्ञान वैसे बन चुका है यार, बोल रहा है चिट लिख के दे दो, मैं कॉपी करना चाहता हूँ. कम ऑन मैन.
No, no, no.
बट
Boria,
ऑन अ डिफरेंट
I have my
ऑन अ
team.
डिफरेंट
My
नोट.
team has
हाँ
been. No,
जानता
no.
हूँ,
My
तुम
team
बेटा
is given.
चैंपियन
My
क्रिकेटर
team
है.
is.
Of course. So one time there was this friend of mine who's sitting next to me, and exam going on. So and I'm seeing she's not writing. So I turned back and say, "What the hell, boss? Write." And she's saying, "I can't remember anything." So she's closing her eyes, and we were history students, so needed to write a lot. She's closing her eyes and saying, "I can't remember anything." So I'm like, "What are you saying?" So the invigilator comes in front of her and very kindly says to her, mone karo, as in try and remember, everything will come. And she actually closed her eyes, and I can visualize this. She closed her eyes, looked at the invigilator, and said, "Sir, nothing is coming. Can I ask him?" And that was the most bizarre situation in the middle of an exam hall. So and the invigilator was gone, saying, "What you want to ask? You want to ask a question? ये प्रज्ञान वैसे है, सब है इसके पास, फिर भी बोलता है मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ." Anyway, okay, my four.
Yeah,
First
go for it.
important is the four foreigners. Okay, four foreigners. The call between the one foreign fast bowler or two, Kagiso Rabada and Jofra Archer, straight away. Okay, either Kagiso Rabada or Jofra Archer, or both, or both. Because I have Jasprit Bumrah in the side and Jasprit Bumrah coming back into form, I will probably have one between these two, Kagiso and Archer. I can have both. So that's my foreigner. My wicketkeeper is AB de Villiers, because on his day he will win you games. That is because of the sheer genius of AB de Villiers. Okay, so that's something that I will want. Among my openers, I'm actually opening with Virat Kohli and KL Rahul. I'm opening with Virat Kohli and KL Rahul to give that solidity at the top of the order, followed by Shreyas Iyer at 3. My captain is Virat Kohli. My vice captain of this team is Shreyas Iyer. So I will open with Virat Kohli, KL Rahul. My number 3 is Shreyas Iyer. Number 4 happens to be our friend AB de Villiers. My fourth foreigner, I've given you Archer, Rabada, and of course de Villiers. The fourth foreigner is Marcus Stoinis, given the kind of impact he's had on this IPL so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Rahul, Virat, Shreyas, de Villiers, and Stoinis. So that's my 5. Number 6, if I'm taking one foreigner, is Pollard. If I'm taking both fast bowlers, then Pollard goes out, Krunal Pandya comes in because of that balance. And now I will take a youngster, is Washington Sundar at 7, who will come and bowl for me in that power play. Washington Sundar power play. So among the Indian spinners, it's Washington Sundar and Yuzvendra Chahal and Krunal Pandya. Left arm, off spin, leg spin. Among the Indian fast bowlers, it's Jasprit Bumrah, who will be balanced out with the 2 foreign fast bowlers. That's my side.
Okay. All right. Pragyan, ready with your side
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Mine is a very conventional side. The same names come up, because of the players that we have. My opener will be Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul. One down will be Virat Kohli. Then AB de Villiers. Then my captain is MS Dhoni. After MS Dhoni, it will be Pollard. Then Rahul Tivatia, Washington Sundar, Jofra Archer, Kagiso Rabada, Jasprit Bumrah, and my 12th man will be Krunal Pandya.
Okay.
Good side.
Okay. Interesting. What about you, Rajashri?
Um, I've gone with impact. We've obviously I have the orange cap holder so far, the purple cap holder so far. So the foreigners would be Rabada. I have Jofra for sure. Uh, AB de Villiers and Johnny Bairstow is my wicket keeper. So I'm opening with Bairstow, KL Rahul. Virat Kohli is my captain at 3. AB de Villiers, my vice captain. Mayank Agarwal, because of his strike rate and the impact that he could have had. I mean, unfortunate that the balance in the Kings 11 Punjab team was such that he's not quite been able to, his numbers haven't quite shown up. I have Rahul Tivatia at 6, Washington Sundar because of his economical spells and the impact again he's had on belters, followed by Jofra Archer, Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal. This guy has been consistent, and I feel this is my personal opinion that Yuzvendra Chahal is arguably the best leg spinner in the T20 format across in the world. And and Kagiso Rabada brings up number 11 for me.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so coach for everybody is Pragyan Ojha, right?
Pragyan Ojha, yeah,
Yeah.
in agreement.
Everybody's coach is Pragyan Ojha. Now we've got a few questions coming in. Rabada or
No, no,
Archer
no. Hello,
today?
hello, hello. First, you give your team.
Yeah.
Duck it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the only change in my team is that I'm going to be opening with Sam Curran and Virat.
Ah,
So that
nice.
is
Sam
that
Curran
is
and
one
Virat.
thing that I want to bank on. So I'll be opening with Sam Curran and Virat. And amongst my foreigners I've gone with is Archer, Rabada, Sam Curran, and Besto. These are my 4 foreigners that I've gone with.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good side.
The, the major thing is that I'm opening with Virat and Sam Curran. I'm hoping Sam Curran hits some good shots and gets me some wickets as well. So that's the plan out there.